All right, hey, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation and blessings to the hopeful elect that is scattered throughout the four winds of the earth that believe wholeheartedly in the true doctrine that is being pushed throughout the four winds of the earth, who are in hope of mercy and salvation in these last seconds of these last days. This will be fairly quick, if the Spirit allows it, or however long. But this is basically a strike while the iron is hot type moment right here. And I was watching this video here. I was actually getting ready. I had another topic in mind dealing with news and prophecy, getting my, getting information and things together. And this came up on my notifications. As you can see, dream/testimony. Some brothers just don't make it. Not parentheses, exclamation mark. Okay. And it's from the brother, the Lightbringer 144K. And this is a heavy, I will call it a vision. I will call it a warning. I will call it a message from Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And the reason I say that is given the energy ever since the beginning of the year. All right. Not only have prophecy been jumping off the page, all right, and things are moving very fast, but you had going back to Apostle Aram Lab's video, 2025, the sifting continues, and he lambacked off of the Apostles live street ministry of them speaking about that same energy. All right. And I've done myself, I know I've done at least 2 videos dealing with I did a response to Apostle Ramlab. You know what I'm saying? I did maybe 2 other videos concerning this topic here. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to call it a topic, but this spirit, all right, of brothers, or so-called brothers, all right, who have been bullshitting, who came into this thing and tried to hide out, sit in the back and just try to skate their way. Long as you around brothers, you know what I'm saying, you gonna be good, But this right here should put fear, should definitely put fear in me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like I'm saying it like, like I fear Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. But this actually put fear in me. You know what I'm saying? And given the spirit that's been out since the beginning of the year dealing with brethren. All right. Because you got guys like I'm gonna play this clip, this portion of this vision that the brother had as he's explaining. I'm gonna play this part because it's heavy, man. All right, you gonna have you Jakes out there. You know who you are, man. You know if this spirit applies to you. All right. That when it's time to get approved, you won't be approved. All right. Because you've been in the background, you've been faking, you've been fronting. All right. Not only you've been faking and fronting, you know what I'm saying? You ain't been no true brother. You know what I'm saying? You ain't been a true brother. And you got a lot of guys still out there they may be a part of Great Millstone. They may have gotten kicked out of Great Millstone, went off and did their own thing, whatever the case is. And they still out there like they brethren. Okay? It's a reason the Lord got you from around certain men. Okay? Because you ain't right. Okay? And then you got Jake that's amongst brethren. You know what I'm saying? He at the camp, he there, they, you know what I'm saying? Reading, speaking, he in the cut, you know what I'm saying? In the camp. But you ain't right. Okay? You got all these spirits. All right? That's what the parable when it goes into the wedding, when Yahweh Shai said, how'd you get in here without a garment? All right? You gonna have those type of guys. Matter of fact, let me get that. You gonna have those type of guys around, because Yahweh Shai, he said it himself right here. Let's go to the book of Luke 1. No, I'm sorry. That's not the right one. Yeah, this is it. Matthew 12. And I'm going to start at I'm going to start at 8, all right? And I'm going to read to the 14th verse. Okay? These scriptures been coming out so much this year so far. It's scary, man. All right? Matthew 22:8, it says, then said he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Okay? You got a lot of Jakes who ain't worthy that were bidden. Like I said, Jake will get kicked out or leave, and they'll be out there by themselves thinking the Spirit's still with them. But it was a reason why the Lord got you from away from brothers, man. There was a reason for that. Okay? It was a reason. Okay? You got the affiliates. You know, you got certain affiliates. I ain't talking about the true blue affiliates, but the phony ones. You know, we reach out to you to try to pull you in, get you into the circle, get you in the loop of how we run things, because you don't know how things are ran within the body of Great Millstone. Okay, you don't understand. You just out there with the Bible. Okay, which is a good thing. But when bros reach out to you to try to, you know what I'm saying, get you in the brotherhood and, you know, build that camaraderie up with you, okay? You don't want to get you don't get back at brothers. But it's double honors to the apostles and the elders, the Great Millstone. But when the men under the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, whom the Spirit has ordained and set up throughout the different camps, when they try to reach out to you, you know where to get back. Okay? So what's up with that? What's up with that? It's because a lot of dudes, they spirit not right, man. For whatever reason. I don't know what the reason is, but why wouldn't you want to get with the men that you perceive or believe are the men of the Lord? Okay, whom Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is dealing with. Why wouldn't you? All right? And then you got those guys that get kicked out. You know what I'm saying? You get warned, then you get kicked out. You suspended. You know what I'm saying? Then you get kicked out. You know, brothers show mad mercy to you. Then you constantly just fucking up. Okay? And then brothers had enough of you and get you up out of there. And now you sending messages on different platforms to try to apologize and all this bullshit, man. Okay? When brothers was being merciful, when brothers was trying to groom you up and get you right and get you in the spirit, keep you in the spirit, you was being a whole fucking demon. You got them spirits out there, man. Okay? A lot of y'all just not worthy because you ain't right in the spirit, man. Okay, you have no fucking you not empathetic. You just wanted to be down, but you can't be down because the Lord gonna reject you. And I hope and pray that that spirit don't jump on me, man. And the rest of the sincere Akyam, man. But we've seen these spirits. Okay? So going back to verse 8 again, Salakia. Then saith he to his servants, the wedding is ready, but they which were bidden were not worthy. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find bid to the marriage. This is why we go to the highways and the byways. Okay? And your bait to fish the men is the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You got some of you jakes out there claim to be affiliates. You've been out there by yourself for a long ass time, years and shit. Where's your fruit? Okay. The spirit. John said, "Bring forth fruit, meat for repentance." Okay. The Lord ain't sending you no fruit because something ain't right about you, man. So you can corrupt other men. That's why the Lord ain't sent nobody to you, man. Okay? It says, verse 10, so those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, bad and good. So you had the good and the bad coming to this thing, okay? And the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guests, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And he saith unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither, not having a wedding garment? Crept in unawares. Got a lot of those jakes. All right? And he was speechless. Ain't got nothing to say. Okay? You got those jakes, man. When they get put in the hot seat, they ain't got shit to say, man. They just sitting there looking goofy. Or they run off. You know what I'm saying? And then act like nothing happened. And then be out there teaching the word, and you wonder why the Lord ain't sending you no fruit. You wonder why the Lord ain't sending you no fruit, because you will corrupt the Lord's fruit, because you corrupt. Okay? It says, and he said unto him, Friend, how camest thou in hither having not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. Then said the king to the servants, Bind him hand and foot, and take him away, and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. For many are called, but few are chosen. All right. And with that, I'm going to jump right into the brother's video. And then I got a couple of more scriptures. And that's it. I'm going to just let this brother say what he says from 10 minutes to the end of his video. All right. Or to the end of his vision that he was given in the spirit. And I'm starting it at this point for exactly what he's getting ready to say. All right. So here we go.
And get here, and and then we also had garments, right? As soon as you got approved and you're on the other side, on the right side, you got your white robes, your garments.
There you go. You gotta have a garment, okay? And the garment is this knowledge, all right? This truth, and it comes with a spirit, man. Okay? You got the spirit of, you could pull precepts, you could read, but your spirit fucked up. So you really ain't got the garment. Okay? You got to have on the full garment, the true garment, man. All right? You might know the scriptures, but do you apply the scriptures? All right? Okay? That's having on the whole garment. Not only knowing the knowledge, but applying it to your life, living it. All right? Being real, being true. Not being a fucking liar, because you got niggas out there that lie. Straight up lie, man. And act like nothing ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all good. Oh, I'ma just, I'm doing the work. But you a whole liar. And you know it. Salakia, let me back it up. I ain't gonna stop it. I just want to get it so you can get that whole.
And oh, and then we also had garments, right? As soon as you got approved and you're on the other side, on the right side, you got your also your white robes, your garments, right? So we were standing there, and the brothers who didn't have garments, they were kind of like walking around, like trying to prove a point, like going through the scriptures, like, oh, yo, but what about this? Like, I did this. Well, you don't remember I was with you? Like, yo, they were kind of like trying to pitch a case, And brothers were just standing there like, damn, that's crazy. Like, wow. And they look worldly. They had regular pants on, boots. They got a regular shirt. They didn't look the part, And they look worldly, you know what I mean? And we were just kind of standing there like, damn, that's crazy. Like, yo. And they didn't have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai on them. It's kind of like lay low under the radar, until you kind of get to the end. But you got to the end, but guess what? You weren't approved. You know what I'm saying? So they were trying.
Ooh, that is heavy right there, man. That is heavy. We gotta hit that again, man. Okay? Hey, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has chosen violence. Spiritual violence 2025, man. All right? Spiritual violence 2025. This is what Yahweh Ba'ashem, this has been the message since the beginning of the year. And I'm talking about to the brothers, to the believers, man. Okay? This has been that message, man. That's why we say you can't hide in this thing, man. Who you are is gonna be exposed. If you ain't real, if you ain't true, you ain't sincere, it will come to light. Whether it come to light now or at the end, as the brother's vision, his warning that he, his testimony that the Lord sent him.
Wow. And they look worldly. They had regular pants on, boots. They got a regular shirt. They didn't look the part, And they look worldly, you know what I mean? And we were just kind of standing there like, damn, that's crazy. Like, yo. And they didn't have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai on them. It's kind of like lay low under the radar, until you kind of get to the end. But you got to the end, but guess what? You weren't approved. You know what I'm saying? So they were trying to pitch a case. Like, it was mad buzz. Like, it was like they were going insane. Like pissed off, crying, like, yo, what about this? Like, look, I got this, yo, I got a precept right here. Like, it's like last minute trying to pitch a case, but it wasn't working, and then it's like we were just standing there waiting, and then we had the spirit of like there's preparations being done inside that building. Like, we could feel it, we didn't go inside yet, but we could feel it. Like, we knew who was in there. I guess in the dream we kind of knew that, oh, that's Yahushua. We're gonna meet Yahushua. But in the dream, it was like preparation being done inside. It was like heavy things are being moved. And it was more like the spirit that we felt was more like Yahushua is excited to see us. Like, it's like, yo, get the stuff ready for my brothers to come in. That type of energy, But it was mad of us. The whole lawn was packed with brothers, mad of us. And then the apostles were on the other side. And then when they approve you, you go to this side, the right side. And then, you wait till you get called, and then you walk up in there. And then at the end, after that, I woke up, so
heavy. Okay? Heavy. Right here, man. So that's what the Lord is saying. All right? The Lord chose spiritual violence. All right? 2025. Okay? Let's go here to the book of Psalms 95. Only got a couple of scriptures, and That'll be a couple sets of scriptures. We're going to start at 6 and read to the end of the chapter. It says, "Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. For he is our power, and we are the people of his pasture, and the sheep of his hand. Today, if ye will hear his voice," which are his prophets. All right. A lot of you have straight up offended the prophets. You got Jake out there have offended the prophets and talk shit about the prophets, lied on the prophets. All right, when the scriptures tell you you're supposed to hear his voice, which are the prophets, and you act like ain't nothing, like everything's all good, man. Some of y'all just don't know what it is you're involved in. Okay? Some of y'all just don't know what it is that you are involved in. Scriptures tell you, today if ye will hear his voice. What is the voice of the Lord? The prophets. All right, the prophets. And some of you have lied on the prophets. You know what I'm saying? Some of you even tried to fight the prophets. Okay? You try to tear brothers down on the low, behind brothers' backs. You try to do all type of wicked shit, man. But the Lord kept his cluster. The Lord gonna keep the true brethren. Those who ain't right, the Lord gonna deal with you. Okay? Because you really ain't hearing the voice of the Lord. Verse 8, it says, "Harden not your heart." And that's what a lot see, Jake think that's only for Pharaoh, or that was in the wilderness. Where you think we at now? What you think America is spiritually? America is a spiritual wilderness, man. And a lot of you Jakes, you've hardened your heart. You got Jake that just know that they Israel. But you ain't out there occupied in the Lord's business. Why you ain't doing the Lord's business? You got all kind of Jakes out there. You provoking the Lord. And the Lord gonna lead your ass in the wilderness. Okay? It says, "Harden not your heart," as in the provocation, and as in the day of temptation in the wilderness, when your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my work. All right, you didn't have brothers that have been around brothers, and you've seen the trials and the situations the Lord has gotten brothers out of. You've actually witnessed the power of the Lord on brothers, happen to brothers. You got them men out there, man, that have actually witnessed it, but still tempting the Lord. All right, you seen the work of the Lord on the brothers, the true brothers. Okay. Verse 10, 40 years long was I grieved with this generation, and said, it is a people that do err in their heart, and they have not known my ways. Okay? And that's bottom line, those ones that's not gonna make it, you just wasn't of the elect. All right. However it played out in that brother's book, and you're not approved at the end of it, you're just not of the elect. All right. This is why we hope and pray that we are of that elect, man. The hopeful elect. This is why we call ourselves the hopeful elect. This is why we're sincere. Okay? This is why we out there week in and week out. This is why we actually love brothers, man. And we show it with our deeds. Okay? It says, 40 years long was I grieved with this generation, and said, it is a people that do err in their heart, and they have not known my ways. Verse 11, key point. Unto whom I swear in my wrath that they should not enter into my rest. All right? And it's just that simple. Some Jakes just ain't going to enter into the rest. Okay? Hebrews 12. I'm going to go from 12 to 15. It says, Hebrews 12 and 12, it says, wherefore lift up the hands which hang down, and the feeble knees, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out the way, but let it rather be healed. And this is what the brotherhood was for us to come together and for us to heal one another. All right? Ultimately, the healing came from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai with the hearing of this word. All right? And constantly being cleansed throughout this process until Yahweh Shai gets here. You know what I'm saying? Being true and real with brothers. You know what I'm saying? Showing that camaraderie amongst brethren. Why you think Yahweh Shai said when he said when I was thirsty you gave me drink, okay? When I needed clothing you clothed me, okay? Because real brothers do that for brothers, man. Whether that brother's a brother or not that the brother's doing it to, he's doing it because he sincerely believes in what Yahweh Shai says, man. What these scriptures say. He sincerely believes this truth. Sincerely believes how the Lord wants us to deal with one another. And so he's applying it. Okay? That's why Yahweh Shai said that. When I was sick, all right? When I was hungry, you fed me. When I was thirsty, you gave me drink. When I was naked, you clothed me. Okay? Brothers really care, man. That's a part of the garment too. Jake. It says, again, but let it rather be healed. Okay? It says, follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. All right? And that's all men a part of this, you know, who claim to believe, whether they turn out to be demons or not. You never had no ill will towards a brother. You always kept it as kosher as you can, you as real as you can. If you offended the brother, you like, fuck, man, I apologize, but I didn't mean that by that, this, that, and the third. But then you got that other Jake who don't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Who really whatever. Y'all gonna find out, man, the Lord ain't with that shit, man. Well, I'm doing the work. But you a whole goddamn demon. It says, follow peace with all men and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of the Most High, lest any root of bitterness springing up trouble you, and thereby many be defiled. All right? And the last scripture we're going to go to is Hebrews, the 4th chapter. All right? And I believe, because right when I was checking out the brother's video from GMS Strictly Testimonies re-upload, right when I was checking that out, I seen I believe Elder Karatazar in Vegas. I believe he got this scripture in his title. All right. Hebrews 4:1-3. All right, and that'll be it. I'm gonna close it out after this. It says, let us therefore fear. Okay? Let us therefore fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us, wait, let me start over. I read that a little bit too fast. Salakia. Hebrews 4:1. Let us therefore fear, okay, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, all right, because we've all been promised the rest if we do what we supposed to do, if we given diligence to make our call and election sure, if we being true brothers, if there's no fucked up ass spirit on you, a reprobate ass spirit. Okay, we've all been promised being left us of entering into his rest. All right. Let us therefore fear lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached. We've all had this gospel preached to us, as well as unto them. All right. The them are those that's going to be rejected. All right. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. For we which have believed do enter into his rest, as he said, as I have sworn in my wrath, if they shall enter into my rest, although the works were finished from the foundation of the world. So the elect is already sealed. They were sealed from the foundation of the world. This is just the process the Lord chose to sift, all right, the house of Israel, and the cream of the crop is going to come to the top. The cream of the crop was already picked from the beginning. All right. So, yeah, just a little quick impromptu slash strike while the iron's hot video. Lord will, this was edifying and exhorting to the hopeful elect. I'm going to give all praise to our power once again. Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha, HaKodash. And we on to the next video. Shalom.